realtors in Pune look up to you as a role model, in fact. So what is the one thing you want to like to tell them so that they are focused in the industry and reach the heights?
Well, I don't want to sermonize. To begin with, most people who are in this industry now, over the years, we've seen that the profile of the realtors has changed considerably. More and more educated people are coming into the line because everybody follows the cheese, as they say. And you will notice that if you look back on how long I've tried to organize the industry. We started in 1987 when the builders in Pune organized themselves, and they told us that we are organizing ourselves, you should also do so.
Correct.
So we have one forum for exchanging thoughts, ideas, and meeting challenges. Also resolving issues if there are any between the two association members.
Hi friends, this is Murli Ramani, Professional Realtors of Pune. I am the treasurer, and today we are with the living legend, Mr. Ravi Varma. Ravi Varma has been into the real estate industry since the inception of his career. And sir, I would like to ask you, how did you start your real estate journey? And looking back, what are the reasons of your successful career?
To begin with, Murli, I came from the professional industry. I used to work for a machine tool company. I used to head marketing for them and went around all over the country, etc. I was away most of the time, and one day when I got back after 12 years of working for others, my wife told me that she had started a real estate company.
Wow.
Called Realtors, and that she was doing rather well. I must share with you, from the day she started selling real estate, my salary was never required between the two of us. And we were always looking to start a business because and get a little more control over our lives. So for her, starting this business was something that she was always looking to be independent. She's a professional social worker, but tried a lot of things, including exports, and this is what clicked finally. So 5 years down the line, because I just couldn't believe that I was making so much effort going around the country to put bread on the table, and she was effortlessly doing very, very well. And she started from our old home, from a small room in an old home. And well, we never really looked back. After 5 years, it was time for us to expand. And rather than joining some other company, it made sense that I joined my wife. So that's what got us started. Since I had very clear idea about the principles of management and marketing, we were very clear that we wanted to be the best in the field, and that customer satisfaction would be the sole reason for our company's existence. And that is how we've maintained it for 43 years. Everything else falls in place if you focus on only customer satisfaction. And the vision of our company was that a product can have a warranty period, but service should have no warranty period. So there have been times when people can't find their documents years after they have bought something from us, and we make extraordinary efforts to see that not only the documents are found, but if there are any corrections to be made or whatever is to be done, we do it for them regardless of how much effort it takes or how much time it takes.
Correct. So sir, as all realtors in Pune look up to you as a model, role model, in fact. So what is the one thing you want to like to tell them so that they are focused in the industry and reach the heights?
Well, I don't want to sermonize that to begin with. Most people who are in this industry now, over the years, we've seen that the profile of the realtors has changed considerably. More and more educated people are coming into the line because everybody follows the cheese, as they say. And you will notice that if you look back on how long I've tried to organize the industry, we started in 1987 when the builders in Pune organized themselves. And they told us that we are organizing ourselves, you should also do so.
Correct.
So we have one forum for it, exchanging thoughts, ideas, and meeting challenges. Also resolving issues if there are any between the two association members.
Correct.
So since 1987, we are at it. I was very clear that if we are united, we'll be able to give platforms for our people to not only grow themselves, but collectively grow. So as the water rises, all the ships rise with it. We found that if we all follow code of ethics, protocols, it's easier for us to not only do business for ourselves, but also do business between ourselves. Because there is a code of ethics, and there is a protocol, and there are procedures and systems which we can work on. This we scaled up to the national level in 2008. In the meantime, I must share with you that since 1995 to 2001, my company represented JLL in Pune.
Oh, wow.
And I was exposed to the best practices from around the world. We are, as you know, the biggest company in the real estate brokerage company in the world. So I was exposed to their best practices. However, I was also mindful of the fact that they were using people like us only to provide services.
Correct.
It is just that they did things a little differently and they organized themselves a little differently, all of which I imbibed like a sponge. And when the expressway came, the Bombay-Pune expressway, and the IT boom started in Pune, then all the IPCs came with armies of realtors and started opening offices in Pune. Thereafter, I started losing all my regular big clients who were our clients, like TCS, IBM, AXA, Symantec. So even McDonald's, I started losing them. Then I realized that these people are getting mandates from the country of origin. And therefore, our own people should also have the opportunity to get those mandates, which we did by starting National Association of Realtors India, which is affiliated to the National Association of Realtors US. And through them, we are connected to 64 countries.
Wonderful.
So, as you know that we are the only country which was allowed to use the word National Association of Realtors, which is patented by USA. So, now we had the template for everybody to grow, because the customer requirements also were evolving. People would come and look for properties in a particular city to begin with. Now they wanted to appoint people to get them properties across the country. And we could provide that platform for networking across the country. There are many companies, one of them is mine, which offer multi-city solutions formally. informally, everybody who's an NAR member was is capable of giving the same service. The other thing that happened was that we realized that respect was a major issue, primarily emanating from the fact that anybody could get a license, or in those days no license was required.
Correct.
So we lobbied very hard with the government to say that don't give licenses and don't give permission to do this business unless the person has a license. And that license should be given with certain criteria. And once they started giving licenses, we realized that they're giving licenses which are money-based. So I had lobbied very hard to see that it should not be money-based, but it should be knowledge-based. So if they know the 92 sections of the RERA Act, then only then they should be given a license. So these are some of the milestones that we achieved as we went along. And through government advocacy, we were on the Advisory Council of the Government of India Urban Development Ministry to see how the RERA Act would be it was being received and how it was rolled out and how effective it was. You know that while the act was being made, that NAR India was one of the organizations that was invited to give inputs
Correct.
in the act, and I'd done it for the organization. So when we started achieving these milestones, our members started getting respected more and more. Locally and nationally, the performance of our members started improving. And as you know that we as a nation or any society respects success.
Correct.
So when our members were successful in their respective communities, respect naturally followed. Also, by this process and the dozens and hundreds of conventions, conferences, training programs that we conduct across the country all through the year and through years, now almost 2 decades. We started in 2008 at National Association of Realtors India. Now we are into 2026. So what we have been able to achieve is continuously upgrade our members' knowledge, give them training in the new verticals that are emerging which are going to be cash cows, latest being the data centers. You will notice the Goa convention had one whole day of logistics. So, identifying these verticals, training our members to cater to these verticals, along the way student housing, co-working, everything. These were new verticals. They were not there when we started, not in the 80s. My company was in 1982, there was residence and there was commercial. That was it. So this is a kind of, our own story is the story of real estate brokerage in the country. It kind of encapsulates, say, over the last 4.5 odd decades, how the industry has evolved. And I've been fortunate to be in the center of it all.
Absolutely. So to sum up your journey, as the saying goes, after every successful man, there is a woman. So Madam Tabu Varma gets the credit
Of course.
where you are today.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Well, at Tabu, that is a case study actually. She was not a salesperson, a natural salesperson. I love selling. I come alive when I sell or market a product. She was not a salesperson. She had only two things going for her. She was absolutely transparent and she was absolutely honest.
One.
So by just doing that, and she was the second lady in Pune to get into this profession. First was Mrs. Malkani, who owned,
Okay.
and she was the second.
So many congratulations to both of you for a successful career.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
So as I see, as you said also, कि you've played a major role in NAR India. You played a major role in assisting the RERA rule which was coming in. And now at the local level in Pune, you are also assisting the Professional Realtors of Pune, which is an association 9-year-old. What do you have to say about the association?
So, we earlier, I was part of an association which was the largest in the country. And we were by far the largest. We were the most wealthy association,
richest.
and we also had office over the CRIDAI office.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, that imploded. We went along very well for a long time. I was president for 6 years over there. So when they imploded, I said that this kind of thing should not happen because it damages the profession, it damages the industry. And Pune being a small town, these kind of things get around very quickly. That अरे वो organized नहीं है ज़्यादा, ये आपस में लड़ते रहते हैं, kind of thing, you know.
Correct.
So I had told them that I'll give you 1 year, otherwise we'll start another association and give an opportunity for the performing brokers to again be part of NAR. And there I had very good support from Yashodhar Raju, who was the first president of PROP. And I must tell you that once I told him that Yashodhar, go form an association, because I was at that time chairman of NAR India. Within 7 days, he went and registered PROP Welfare Association.
That's very good.
Yeah. And starting an association is always very difficult. Udayan was one of the first few who had joined. He could see the opportunity. But he did not want to, at that time, give too much of his time. He and Mahesh, they were very busy setting up their business, and they were already successful. They wanted to take it to the next level. So at that time, he had not offered to be a president or give more time to PROP. So now, as we near a decade of our journey as PROP, and I'm so happy to be just a PROP member. Whatever are my experiences, they are always there for our friends to share and avail of. Whatever connections are there, they're there, because I must say that over the years, CRIDAI and NAREDCO have been very kind to me, and they've been helping me to open doors for our associations, both at the government level and at the local PMC level. You know? So, PROP as an organization, and I see this more in this last year and a half or so, it doesn't require my inputs as much as the earlier dispensations required, earlier committees required. And I'm saying it with all respect to other earlier committees. I must tell you that crores of rupees that you all raised to do this program, and I was waiting that let them try first, and if required, I'll step in. And that has always been my approach. This time we were not required to step in at all. And that is thanks to the energy, competence, and the efficiency of the committee of prop, this present committee. This prop conference and the prop connect on 6th of July is an outstanding opportunity, and it will be probably one of the finest out of the 38 or 40 odd cities associations that we have, and where you'll get the best speakers available for the verticals, where you'll get an opportunity to connect and interact and network with people not only locally but also nationally. And all this has been done sparing no expense at all, right from the venue to everything that I am seeing. In fact, once or twice I did call and say that, look, we don't need expensive speakers, just get effective speakers. Still, you all went ahead and got the best that was available. You know, so this is, and I'm not in. This is an industry event, and TRADAI has been very gracious to say that their whole managing committee will come. They promised me that they'll hold the managing committee meeting at JW only, so that everybody comes after that.
So nice.
So I have been fortunate that almost every president of TRADAI has been a very close friend of mine. And this is primarily because of the relationships built by my wife first, and then relationships built by us over the years. There we are pretty fortunate. Now, all your managing committee members have independent, very good relationships with the builders that were already established and the rising stars in the TRADAI association. Okay. So, what can be better than this? It is so heartening for a person like me who has spent most of my life trying to not only grow myself, but see that the industry grows, our quality of members becomes better. Our members are continuously among the best in the field. इससे बढ़िया क्या हो सकता है? So it's a very satisfying thing for me.
Ravi sir, as you see in the last 2-3 years, Pune is leading in the number of houses we sell. So we are touching approx 91,000 a year.
Sorry?
I said Pune is leading amongst the selling the homes.
Yeah.
Up to 91,000 for a year.
Yes.
So this growth has helped Pune consultants to grow and grow more.
Yes, and if we could have done much better, the reason I say this is that all this is privately driven or driven by our industry itself, with virtually hardly any encouragement from the policymakers and the powers that be, the city fathers. You know, you rightly said that residential performance of Pune, unit-wise, is probably the best in the country. It is value-wise that the other cities are more, as their values are higher. But one should not see turnover as values, but it should see turnover in units, because that many people are getting
Homes.
Homes. That is point number one. And a lot more can get if we do a couple of things which are very obvious to everybody. Our infrastructure sucks. We know that you go to any other city, just cross the border to Gujarat, and every small city also has more flyovers, better roads, more industrial centers which are a result of zoning. Now, we have not passed a DP plan for ages now. It is decades. See, the ideal city plan They used to tell us in 1990, last one was in 1987.
Correct.
In 1990s, they used to tell us that Abhi proposed 37 villages aayenge. When did they actually come? Now, in the meantime, already everything has come up. So where will you put the roads, open spaces, utilities, etc., etc.? So I'm saying it with all responsibility that with no help from the government, with no help from the city fathers, the industry has still grown. They make a DP road and then tell the builder to build it. Then you build a society and then they tell you, you provide the water. But what are you taking taxes for? So these issues remain. Many of them are Maharashtra centric. I'm sorry to say this, but it pains me that this is your state that was way ahead of others. And today we are struggling for basic utilities and basic amenities.
Correct. Ravi sir, as we go ahead, the scene is like realtors have to do collaborations with the developers, with the co-realtors, because that is the way ahead for successful career. So what do you say on that?
Well, we are already doing that. Each prop committee does that from day one, I feel, that they involve the, we have to move ahead as an industry. Only then we can move ahead. I am reminded of Satish Magar, and I'm talking about many years ago. He had started Magarpatta, and he had a very large sales force. He had about 42 people working for him.
Correct.
And one day he called our AAP people, my previous organization, and he said that you all must be thinking, "Aage na line pe." So I just smiled. I said, "That's not what we think." He says, "It's not that. I will tell you. I have 42 people working for me. They are all in marketing, but I need 350 more." Now that is a realization as an industry that we need to work together, and our strength lies in working together. And in working together, there will always be some issues coming up, and we should have forums for resolving these issues. Those we will, with the kind of relationships we have, those can be easily worked out. And whenever issues have come up, we've always worked them out.
So in short, we are the extended arms of the developers.
Absolutely. We are the marketing arm of the industry. Oscar, there is no doubt about that.
And we play a major role.
Well, that is dependent on us, because statistics say that direct sales our share is going down, because they also making a lot of effort.
Correct.
Their hands are getting tied more and more with many restrictions, RERA being one. But RERA is going to give us the greatest fillip as an industry, because it has brought credibility, transparency and accountability into the industry.
Okay, Ravi sir, as you said about Udyan's term, the new committee, we just came in November and we are already doing such a big event with all the help of all the members and your guidance. So what are your views on that?
See, what I find in this committee, and I've been watching it closely, everybody knows what is expected of them. The job description, which is a fundamental principle of management. Job description is very clear. So what is expected of each person is known. The interaction between the committee, if somebody requires some inputs from others, not help, but inputs from others, that is available at drop of the coin. 2. Third is, and this is the most important, whenever there is an issue that is prop related, I find that most committee members drop everything they're doing and they attend to it. And so, you don't need brilliance all the time. What you need is commitment, you need persistence, and you need perseverance. ये तीनों चीज़ें I find in great measure in most of your committee. I don't know everybody, but I know how y'all are functioning because my interactions with Udayan, though not very regular, they cover these aspects most of the time, and I have my own way of covering it.
Okay.
Informally and
So in short,
very often with humor.
So in short, every governing body member is playing his role efficiently.
Very well. Not only that, each one is adding value. You know, normally that 80-20 formula that that 20% of the people do 80% of the work, idhar nahi hai aisa. Either you can't hide. In this committee, you can't hide. You know, you have to work as a member of the committee. What is expected of you will have to do.
So in this case, I give the credit to the president because his efficiency, he's on the toes 24/7. This gives us more motivation to, at least be 90% on the toes.
See, that is absolutely true. I see that very often my interactions with him are at 6 in the morning. His responses come almost immediately, even at 6 in the morning.
Wow.
So, when you are being led by a person who is so committed, then everybody is motivated to give their best. Point number one. Point number two is that I find that people are taking, the committee members, great pride in the role that they play. Because because of the way they perform, they are getting respect in the industry also. After all, you are doing what is known in Hindi as Shramdan. तो ये श्रमदान है, इसका consideration नहीं है, it is a not for consideration work. And the fallouts will be intangibles, satisfaction, our own brand building. Make no mistake that, and I was telling this to them, that none of your time is going to be a waste. After all, my giving as many years or decades that I gave to organizing the industry, I also got visibility in my company, got branding. All that also happens. So this is just whispered in the background, but this is a tangible benefit.
Correct.
So people should not feel that mera time waste ho raha hai. You are investing your time and you are giving back to the industry what the industry has given you. The other thing is also, I find most of the members of your committee are all very successful people. Unless you are successful, I always tell people, don't offer yourself. Because you'll always keep looking over your shoulder कि अरे मेरी वो opportunity miss हो गई या मेरी ये opportunity miss हो गई. ऐसा हो तो don't offer your services. So I find that most of the people are doing very well. They don't have anxiety of their offices. Offices are organized. They can work in their absence. You know? I could give so much time because my office is a very settled office. I've got people who are there for 45 years and 43 years and,
wow,
and 35 years and 25 years. So that is why I could go around, be absent from work for so long. Yeah.
So as they say, nation first, in our industry we say realtors first, as in the governing body.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like you to put some light on the government, the infrastructure.
The good thing that government has done is by couple of policies that they have, they made a lot of land available.
Correct.
So affordable housing, which is the backbone of our industry, that can come up only if the land is affordable. That is a good thing that Maharashtra has, that you have 25 acres of land, you pay the difference, NA ho jayega. So that much housing becomes available.
Correct.
Then increase of FSI, both in Mumbai and in Pune and across Maharashtra actually. That has taken the pressure off land. Then giving TDR for the lands that the government needs.
Correct.
For roads and amenities and other utilities, etc. Those are good policies. However, much more of these are required. And we must not take away credit from the fact that because of these policies, land prices are stable. Otherwise, Pune would have, affordable housing would have been unaffordable housing. You know?
Correct. Now, coming back to the event which is on 6th July at JW Merit. So, how do you see, since last year what we did and this year what we are doing? We are getting 2,000 realtors, 300 developers, and realtors from 38 cities are going to come to the event.
See, what we are doing is a mini convention, mini national convention.
Absolutely.
Point number one, this will be one of the best events. And whenever I speak to my colleagues at the national level, I tell them that, guys, please come. This is going to be the best city convention you are going to see, or city gathering that you are going to see. And they always tell me that we have no doubt about it. They tell me that not because only about for me. They have seen the rest of the team also. They see it at the national level, you know. So it is also one of the times that the local president is straight away a regional head, you know. So he head of Western India. Udayan is head of Western India. So
yes,
these are all positives. The good thing that what I want to see is not only the delegates go back feeling good about prop. I want prop membership to be at least 500 by the time this is over. Point number. I'm talking about my wish list.
absolutely.
And dreaming. I always say, dream big. तो अच्छी बड़ा सोचोगे तो बड़ी अच्छी चीज़ें होंगी.
Correct.
So I feel that it is time we think really big. One. Two is that see the number of people who have taken the RERA exam in Pune. Say they are at least more than 8,000 now.
Correct.
All 8,000 should be prop members according to me. Hmm? We will manage it. Managing scale is not very difficult. It is part of it is delegation, part of it is procedures, part of it is code of ethics and the functioning clarity, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't see any issue. We have suffered from this across the country. They don't want to expand, most of our people. Why not? Is the only question that and Udayan has never questioned me that why do you keep insisting that badhna chahiye. You know? He's never done that. Beyond that, I don't want to say anything now. Yeah.
Ravi sir, we are also hosting the governing body of NAR India.
Yeah.
Almost for the first time. So what do you want to say about that?
So governing body of NAR India is coming because they know that this is going to be a great event. Let me tell you, they make no mistake about it.
Correct.
If anything falters, it will be, they will also say at a personal level that Ravi Varma's association has not done well. वो लोग, they know that prop is, I am nobody in prop. They know that. But they always think of Pune as my top.
Correct.
Because I'm there from the beginning. I'm not going away.
Correct. So it's been great to have your hand on us since the inception, and we see ourselves growing with you slowly. And
No, I was just a well-wisher.
absolutely
And well-wisher was available all the time.
correct. So Ravi sir, it's been a great pleasure talking to you. A living legend, they call you a Pitama also of real estate industry. So I would like to thank you so much for taking your valuable time and doing this podcast for our event.
Likewise, Murli, it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you so much again.
We are neighbors. We don't.
Absolutely.
इस बहाने अपन ज़्यादा बात किए.
Correct. And we had a cup of tea also. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ravi Varma.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.